Hey guys, my name is Wyatt Wagner. Today, it's a beautiful day in Mount Vernon. We're at MVNU. We're checking out the Forged Finish Line Discs Era. This is one of Drew Gibson's creations. It's a slightly understable 10-speed. I've been bagging them for a while. Somehow we managed to get 3 blue ones. I've heard there's some differences in stability with color, kind of like Discmania had for a while. But yeah, I'm really excited to check these out. We have, one of these is a launch edition. And then we have 2 with the airplane stamps, which are pretty cool. I think this is a recent run. I have noticed that one of these is slightly more overstable than the other, so I went ahead and labeled them. But yeah, these are really neat. Let's check them out. Okay, we are starting at hole 2 here at MVNU. It's just a really wide open 530-foot shot. It's a par 4. There's about a 10-mile-an-hour headwind. We're just going to put a little bit of hyzer on these and kind of see how they fly. This is just a really good opportunity for that. We're going to start with the more understable one. I'm assuming this is going to flip quite a bit. Yeah, I put a lot of hyzer on that thing. And that headwind just kept it back. That's probably sitting at around 350. All right, let's go ahead and throw. This is the launch edition with the F1 stamp, which is sick. That one flipped about the same. I didn't put as much hyzer on it. Almost hitting some cars. There it is. That's a good flight. I always hated when I watched other reviews and I just don't know how far the person throwing throws. So I'm going to go ahead and throw. This is my normal distance driver. We're just going to see how far I'm throwing today. All right, we'll measure that out, and that'll be just a good comparison. All right, I've tried to figure out how far these went. This one, the launch edition era, went about 343. This era went 386. Okay, I must have done that wrong. Okay, let me measure that again. That one's sitting at 354, which makes... Okay, this one was 320. So 320, 354, and then I think that was 343. So generally about the same. You're getting about 330. Let's go ahead and check how far my normal distance is going. All right, this one was pumped pretty good. Shooting that same spot, we're sitting at 430. Yeah, I'm getting 427, 429. So, yeah, so I'm throwing about 430 today, which is about normal. This thing did flip and turn, so take that for what you want. But yeah, the arrows are sitting around 350. All right, so I know I throw a little bit further than some people that are going to be watching this channel. So I'm at hole 3 here, or pardon me, hole 4. This is a 286-foot hole. So if you have just a little bit of slower arm speed, this will be a really good example to see how it flies for that 300-foot range. We're going to start with this one. This one flipped a little bit more. Put on a good hyzer. Whew! That almost went in. That was pretty good. All right, we'll throw another one. I'm going to throw this a little lower, and then I'm also going to try and throw this flat, kind of see how it flies. All right, I threw it decently flat, just a little bit of hyzer. It held pretty straight, I'm not going to lie. This is a more understable one. Okay, I threw that a little low, but you could actually see it turn over there. It turned and burned. Okay, this is hole 5 at MVNU. It's 375 feet. It's dead straight back there. This is actually a really fun shot for this because there is a little tiny gap here on the right side, but it is super, super tight, and I like throwing an understable fairway driver at it. And I think this might actually be perfect for that shot. We're actually going to try the more stable one on the more common forehand line on the left side, up and around that big pine tree. So, yeah, let's go ahead and give this a shot. We're gonna try the right gap first. All right. Oh, yikes. I don't want to talk about that. But here we go, we're gonna try this again. Oh no. This thing is so much flippier than I think it is. Okay, that works. That's not gonna do it. Oh, got it. Whew. All right, this is hole 9. It's about 300 feet. It's another one kind of like hole 4, just dead straight out there. I don't really feel like I did them justice, especially on hole 5. So we're gonna give them another shot. This is the understable one. I burned this one over last time. So we're gonna do the same, similar thing. We got a little tailwind, get a little bit more height than last time. Oh, see, and that tailwind just didn't let it flip. For that 300 foot range, this is actually, I feel like, a decent disc. It's like slightly stable. It's not really gonna flip over a ton, unless you get some of these flippier runs. But I really like it for like throwing something flat and just letting it glide, and then it'll slowly push left. It's kind of like a T-bird is for faster arm speeds. This is that same slot. Let's go ahead and try it again. I'm gonna throw it flat, a little bit wider, let it swing in. There it is. It's just gonna swing right in. All right, I think that's a little bit long, but I mean, you can kind of see that 300 foot line. Do this thing on the same thing. I'll actually, you know what? I'll put this on an Anheuser line. I don't know. We'll try it out. Throw a little Anheuser line. See if it stables up. It does a little bit. That is way long, but yeah, you can kind of see that. It's got a little bit of stability to it. It'll fight out. So if you're a natural ante thrower, it's still usable. It's not gonna burn over on you. Okay, something to note there is all of those went like, well, one of them, the Flexline one went about 50 long. And the others are about 30, 40 long. So these things have a lot of glide. It's kind of tricky to control on these shorter shots, but I do like it. I do like how much glide it offers, and I think with slower arm speeds, this thing can really be a nice stable driver. And then if you have faster arm speed, this thing could be like a really good, just understable 10-speed slot, something you can trust to flip over. I think it's just a good disc. All right, welcome to hole 10. This is a 580, 600 foot shot. I'm definitely not getting there today with these, not any day with anything, but we're gonna go ahead and try these out. This is a more open shot. Gonna put some power on these, see how they hold up. Oh, it didn't really turn over much. Okay, I can never tell if these things are overstable, stable, or flippy. All right, let's do this one. We're gonna throw it on the same line, see what happens. All right, that one flipped up, and it rode. Nice. Okay, so that's a more recent run. Here's this one. This is the one that burned on the 300 foot hole. So I'm expecting this thing to turn, but we'll see. Same line. That thing's gone. Nice. Okay, that was a little bit lower, but turned over a little bit. I think these things are, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just my angle control, it's most likely what it is, but they change quite a bit with the wind. All right, so this is the more overstable one, and then the more understable one went back here. This thing's almost parallel with this tree, which if you played this course before, you know that's a pretty good little landmark. It's about 430-ish. So definitely got a little bit more distance in me since hole 2. I think I've warmed up. But this is a funky disc. I think it's a lot of fun to throw, but it's just difficult to learn. There are just inconsistencies. I think as a newer company as Finish Line is, there are some inconsistencies that make each disc just a little bit different. So if I were to keep practicing with all 3 of these, I don't think I would get a very good result. But if I just kept one of them and just worked it in, I think I could figure it out pretty quickly. We should take into account that the launch edition is an earlier run, maybe a little bit more stable, but we did see it flip over a ton on hole 5. So I don't know. I think this is a really good disc because they have a ton of glide. They've got a little bit of high speed turn and a reliable fade on them too. So I think these are very workable. I've been bagging these 2 for a while, but it's just been really difficult to kind of pick shots for them on the course. As of right now, I'm sure this is going to change over time, just like it did with the Paradigm, which that video will be coming out here shortly. But I think this is a useful disc for just about all skill levels. I hope you can pick one up, try it for yourself, and give me your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much.